everyone, thank you for joining me. Welcome to day 5 of my 12 days of Crafty Christmas. Today I'm going to be creating a card with the Very Cute stamp set. This comes in a bundle with the coordinating punch, which punches out this bear just here. And we're going to be using both of these today, so I'll be using the punch as well as the stamp set. I've already mounted my stamps onto acrylic blocks so that they are ready to go. For my card base today, I'm actually going to be using one of the basic white note card and envelopes. And we're actually going to be decorating the envelope as well as the card. So I'm just going to give this a quick fold just to make sure that I've got the front. Sometimes one side can be a little bit longer than the other. And then I'm going to pop my envelope over what will be the back of my card. So it's almost kind of creating a mask for my stamping. For my blue colours today, I have got Azure Afternoon and I have got Balmy Blue. I've got 2 of the snowflakes. And I'm going to start with my largest one and I'm going to be using Balmy Blue for that. So I'm just going to be kind of stamping all over the front of my card. Some of my snowflakes are going to be whole snowflakes. Some of them are going to be kind of a tiny little bit like that. And I'm just going to keep going to my heart's content across the front of my card. Put one there. And then when it comes to along this top edge, I'm going to leave my envelope there. And I'm going to get some of my stamping onto my envelope. I don't know how well you can see that there. Trying not to have my arm in the way. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my smaller snowflake in the Azure Afternoon. And again, I'm just going to go around and stamp here and there until I'm happy. I'm not very... Random stamping is a little bit outside of my comfort zone, so I am pushing myself a little bit. But that's fine, we all need to have a little push sometimes. So I'm done with the stamping on the front of my card, but I want to do a little bit more stamping on my envelope. So I'm just going to bring some of this stamping up. I'm being mindful of the fact that I'm going to be putting a postage stamp on it. I'm mindful of the fact that I need space to be able to write the address for the recipient. And just because I've kind of mis-stamped that one, I'm just going to sort of double stamp a couple of the others. I think I might leave it there actually for, let's just stamp off and stamp again over the top there. And then with my Azure Afternoon, some little snowflakes in there too. Okay. So then I am going to bring in a blending brush and I'm going to pop my envelope there again, and I'm just going to use my Balmy Blue. So I'm just going to load up some ink. I'm going to pop a piece of scrap underneath. I know I've done some stamping off, but just so that I've got something, I don't get blended ink everywhere when I still need to carry on with my project. So I'm going to start just off to the side, and then I'm just going to add some of that Balmy Blue over the front of my card. Now, I'm not too worried about getting it kind of even across the card. Some areas will be a bit darker, some areas will be a bit lighter. Just want a little bit of that colour the whole way across. There we go. I'm going to take that out of the way, and then I'm going to do exactly the same with my envelope. Just making sure that my blending is kind of going above that stamped line of snowflakes, like so. Okay, So I'm going to move my inks over to one side and I'm going to bring in my grey granite ink. I've got 2 scraps of Whisper White. Let's move that blended piece out of the way. The larger piece I'm going to punch out with the 2 3/8 of an inch circle punch, like so. And then I'm going to bring in our bear stamp that coordinates with the punch. And I'm just going to stamp him down. Then I'm going to bring in my light grey granite blend and I'm just going to add a little bit of shading to our bear, just in the areas that I think would be a little bit darker, just to make him a little bit less flat. Sorry if you can hear odd noises in the background. I've got the dog in with me today. So just add a little bit of shading along his back there. There we go. Maybe a little bit down that leg as well. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to punch him out. Now I have already stamped and fussy cut the small bear from the stamp set. So that is ready to go. So just punch out my bear. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiments. I'm going to use the Christmas is Better Together sentiment. And I'm going to bring back in my Azure Afternoon. And I'm going to stamp that onto my circle. There we go. So here's my little bear that I prepared earlier. I'm going to bring back in my card front. I'm just going to do a little bit of blending along that top edge there. Some of my stamping, I've had my envelope a little bit too low, but never mind. Then I'm going to put my sentiment on first. So I'm going to pop it up on some dimensionals. And then we'll pop down onto our card. I'm going to pop it over to the left. That's about right. And then I'm going to pop some dimensionals on the back of both of my bears. And then I'm going to put my big bear on first. I'm going to pop him around about there, I think. And then our little bear. I'm going to pop him so he's sort of just a little bit in front of the big bear, like that. And then I think I'm going to bring in a little bit of sparkle with some of the rhinestone basic jewels. Just, oops. This is why you should use your take your pick tool. So just kind of scattering some around my card. I'm not a massive fan of that being there actually. I think we'll pop it over here instead. There we go. So we've just got a little bit of sparkle on there. So we've created our lovely card with our matching envelope with the very cute stamp set and the coordinating punch. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope that you'll come back and see me again tomorrow for day 6. Yeah, thank you very much. Take care. Bye.